Louis Gossett Jr. Iron Eagle 2. Tonight on HBO.
That horse has been running free since the day you were born.
He was a boy on his way to becoming a man.
I didn't carve this place out of the bush to see Jessica run off with the first fortune hunter to come along.
She was a girl, finding out who she really was.
What are you trying to hide from me? I'm not a child.
Together, they found their future in a love and a horse that ran like the wind. A magnificent epic adventure starring Kirk Douglas and captivating newcomers Sigrid Thornton and Tom Burlinson as Jim Craig.
You got a long way to go yet, lad.
He's not a lad, brother. He's a man.
The Man from Snowy River.
It's the most powerful thing about Vietnam I've ever seen.
The soldiers were average age 18, 19 years old.
Most of them didn't even know where Vietnam was.
And it's what they had to say about being there.
Reminds me a lot of the good times and some of the bad times, too.
As close as you can get. Dear America. Monday on HBO.
See it twice. Think about it.
We are a people haunted by an unfinished life. The young man we never knew. The family man we only glimpsed. The private man we rarely heard.
I don't run for the office of the presidency, saying that life in the 60s will be easy, because I don't think it will be. I think it will be a very dangerous time for us all.
John F. Kennedy in Extraordinaryville. In his own words, Monday on HBO.
Aside from heart disease and cancer, what are some other effects of smoking?
Does smoking pose special dangers to women?
Are there risks to children from parents who smoke?
Is there a relationship between smoking and crib death or birth defects?
If you smoke, what are your chances of getting lung cancer compared to a non-smoker?
Get the facts from Surgeon General C. Everett Koop in Smoking, Everything You and Your Family Need to Know. Tuesday on HBO.
Whether you smoke or not, it's the most important half hour you'll ever watch.
In November, HBO brings home the best time on TV with the brightest stars, the biggest hits. HBO, the best movies.
The girlfriend didn't see anything, the bartender didn't see anything. I don't have a case.
Kelly McGillis and Academy Award-winning Best Actress Jodie Foster.
Are you scared? Yes, me too.
The Accused, the best.
They think I got my baby!
Meryl Streep stars in the true story of a woman's triumph over a mother's nightmare.
I won't be squashed into some dumb act for the public.
A Cry in the Dark, the best.
I'm special just as long as I keep making touchdowns.
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, Gavin, I love you.
Jessica Lange and Timothy Hutton. Everybody's All-American, the best.
You heard that one, huh?
Sally Field hits the big time with Tom Hanks in Punchline, the best. Max von Sydow and Tom Skerritt in the HBO original movie for November, Red King, White Knight. And it's nothing but the best in December with Coming to America and Alien Nation. HBO, the best movies.
Old Gringo is many things. It is a lavish and sweeping epic drama set in 1913 North America. It is a film with extravagant sets, authentic locations, explosive scenes, and legendary stars. It is a film that won attention at the recent Cannes Film Festival. It is the brainchild of novelist Carlos Fuentes and producer Jane Fonda. But most of all, it is the combined efforts of many talented people, both cast and crew, that finally brought this 8-year project to the big screen.
Seems like 20 years and a day. It's not unusual in my experience to have a movie take a long time. One of my favorite films, The Dollmaker, took 12 years. Coming Home took 6 years. So this actually took 8 years from the time I first met Carlos Fuentes and he told me about the book that he was writing until the movie got made.
The film, which stars Jane Fonda, Gregory Peck, and Jimmy Smits, is set against Viva Zapata's Mexico during the Revolution and deals with the relationship of three very different people who are thrown together during these complicated and emotional times.
I play a school teacher, spinster, virgin, who is trying to escape a very repressive, hypocritical life and travel to Mexico to teach English to the children of the hacienda owners. And so in a sense, I'm going to Mexico to try to find life.
I'm not a girl, Mother. I'm a spinster. And I'm not independent. I'm a swindler just like you. We both live on pensions we don't deserve.
There were very few outlets for women to express themselves. Few jobs, school teaching, librarian, nurses, that was about it. There was great strictures on what they could do. And many women were institutionalized for nervous breakdowns, a case of rising expectations with nowhere to go.
I play a general, a young general in this movie. His name is Tomás Arroyo. And he is part of the revolutionary forces in Mexico and on a campaign to take over a certain amount of haciendas. And he has to take over a particular hacienda that he happened to grow up on. And he is the bastard son of the landowner, and his mother died.
We needed someone who was mythic and who was sexy, a leading man, a complicated actor, who had the stature to pull this off, because the guy has to stand up to Gregory Peck. He's a general, he leads his army, and Smits had it. I don't know where he got it from, because it's an extremely complex part. And I don't know, I mean, since Rudolph Valentino, I don't remember seeing a face like that on the screen. It's just unbelievable. And, I mean, women slide off their seats.
Look at how you look at us now. Now that you look at us without fear.
Another character is Ambrose Bierce, played by Gregory Peck. Ambrose Bierce was a legend in reality, and he was a man who'd lived a very full and sometimes brilliant and sometimes tragic life. Gregory Peck is that. What's different is that Peck is a true gentleman. Bierce is a son of a bitch. Bitter, angry, hard drinking.
I guess you could say he was an old guy who had lived a full life. And I think he sensed that the end was near, and he was in the home stretch. And instead of going off and finding a rocking chair on somebody's front porch, decided to go to Mexico and join up with Pancho Villa in the fighting. Got as far as Chihuahua, bought a white horse, and went riding off to the south and was never heard from again.
Peck is a great actor to work with. He's generous. He doesn't think about himself. He thinks about the scene. He always knows his lines. I mean, he has one of people's favorite scenes in the movie. They always applaud at the end of it, is the scene where he ends up kissing me. I think it's the part of a lifetime for him.
Well, let's see how the public and the critics take it. I know that it's a very good role because he's complex and unpredictable, and he's got a lot of salt and pepper in his makeup. Fun to do, but I'm very careful about writing my own notices. It's an old-fashioned picture with a lot of action, a lot of excitement, and a certain amount of passion and romance in the foreground.
Calling all galaxies, get ready for the TV show that boldly goes across the stars to seek out the finest talent in the universe. Live from planet Earth, next on HBO.
Once it was thought to be endless in size. Now it's Central Europe's last remaining forest. Listen to the sounds of wildlife as it is today. Look at the beauty of tarpons rolling in snow, bison roaming the land, storks nesting and red deer observing this ancient paradise. There's a variety of life here, coping, regenerating, and struggling. The survival series, Battle of the Bison Forest. Tomorrow on HBO.
Brad's a high school student who has everything going for him.
You're great today.
He's the star of his football team with a pretty girlfriend, good grades, and a ticket to West Point. But Brad's about to discover a secret about his best friend.
I'm gay.
And once he learns the truth about Alex, staying friends could mean risking everything.
Where do I stand with you? Am I number one or am I number two?
He's not here on the practice field tomorrow. He's at a school. And so are you.
You too, sweet boy. Lay off!
your eye on the ball, or are you going to throw your career away because of that friend of yours?
Alex is the only real friend I've ever had.
Scott Baio stars in a very special HBO family playhouse. The Truth About Alex. Saturday on HBO. It's called The Color Game.
For the next month, each one of you is going to be either a blue, a green, or an orange.
And playing by the rules is very hard indeed.
Is there a problem here, Amy?
This green here refuses to obey my orders.
Insubordination. That's going to look real bad on tomorrow's report, Green.
For a powerful and timely HBO family playhouse, don't miss The War Between the Classes. Premieres Sunday on HBO. Share the excitement, the spectacle, and the spellbinding story of a child's first trip to the circus.
The death-defying Prince of Clowns, the fabulous Hero!
Bill Irwin and Helen Stenborg star in this haunting tale, based on a short story by Catherine Ann Porter. It's the best time on TV for the whole family. So don't miss The Circus. Premieres Monday on HBO.
On the next Ghost of Fafner Hall.
What's the best way to tell the musicians what to play on their instruments?
This is one way to write down music, but
I use chords. You see, this is a chord, that's what it looks like on the paper, and here's what it sounds like.
James Taylor guest stars.
Well, the sun is surely sinking down
On Jim Henson's Ghost of Fafner Hall.
but the moon is slowly rising.
Premieres Monday on HBO.
High flyers, hard hitters, hairy critters, tonight on HBO. At 7:30, cozy up to cuddly cave creatures who get their jollies from junk food, munchies. At 9, Louis Gossett Jr. commands a team of Russian and American pilots in Iron Eagle 2. At 11, the teams, the tackles, the touchdowns. Len and Nick take you inside the NFL, up in the ozone and into the end zone, tonight on HBO.
Calling all galaxies! It's time once again for the TV show that boldly goes across the stars to seek out the finest talent in the entire inhabited universe! What brave new world of entertainment will we discover next? Hang on to your antennas and keep your eyes on the skies, because for the first time in the history of the cosmos, we're coming to you live from planet Earth. Oh, gee, what a landing. Ooh, ladies and monopods, boys, zergs, and others, I am your multi-talented host, MC Lamaze, the natural-born master of ceremonies. Thank you. Come on. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you very much. And this is my pert and perky co-host, Trendy.
Hi, entire cosmos. Oh, do we have a show for you. Our advanced talent scouts have rounded up some outrageous acts down here.
What are those vaudevillosities, my pert and perky co-host?
Well, we have the Flying Karamazovs who jungle. No, I mean jingle. Oh, I mean juggle. And we have Ed Alonzo, a really terrific magician who makes things disappear without a matter transformer. Wow. And Vito Lupo, a terrifically talented mime. And Bobby the Ferret. It says here he makes music with his body. Oh, I forgot. always, there is our pilot and cameraman and faithful crewmanoid, Techie!
As our billions of Galactic viewers know, this magnificently hosted show of ours goes from planet to planet to bring you the best in local talent. And tonight, we're coming to you live from a very beautiful, very talented little planet that's always been one of my close personal favorites. Yes, it's a real privilege and a real pleasure to be here on the very wonderful planet. Yes, it's a planet that...
Earth.
Ah, yes, the planet Earth.
Earth.
That's what I said. The planet Earth.
Earth.
Oh, excuse me. The planet The planet with its wonderful green sky.
Kids, let's help MC out, all right, and tell him where we are. Ready?
That's just what I said. The planet To begin our show, ladies and gentlemen, something Earth people find entertaining. They call it by many names. Prestidigitation, trickery, sleight of hand. Often they call it magic.
Oh.
On my home planet, it's called accounting. There's humor to burn in these old lobes. So please, put your grasping appendages together. And let's have a round of applause to welcome the amazing Ed Alonzo.
Thank you very much. Back in the early part of this century, magician and escape artist Harry Houdini invented a very special and unique illusion that he called metamorphosis. Now, the word metamorphosis in the dictionary means to change. He actually believed he could pass a solid object through another, and consequently, so do we. So, without further ado, in memory of him, and for all of you, we present the fastest illusion in the world, Metamorphosis. But I need to bring somebody up here to examine this solid wooden packing crate right over there. Oh, would you help out? Would you give him a big hand as he comes up here today? Hi, what is your name?
Todd.
Todd, nice to meet you, Todd. First of all, Todd, come around the back side of the cabinet. I'm going to tip it forward. Now, everyone in the audience can see that it is completely empty. You are the on-stage eyes for the audience. Will you check the bottom? Give it a good strong punch or a kick. It's good and solid. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. Right over here, of course, is the back side. Make sure that it's also completely solid. No trap doors back there. Good. Right over here are the four corners. Go ahead and pull on those corners. Make sure they're completely locked together. You'll notice that they are. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. Right over here is the lid or the top. Step up here with me and hold on to that. Make sure it's good and solid. Give it a good punch or a kick right in the center. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't break it, though. Yeah. Now, if you were locked inside, it would be impossible to get out, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't even know if I can do it, but I'm going to give it a try. Thank you for coming up here, and watch your step as you go back there. Yeah, give him a big hand for helping, huh? Yeah. Well, watch now as we attempt to perform the fastest illusion in the world, and we'll also attempt to make the impossible passable. Here we go.
How did he do that? I never saw anything like it. Defies the imagination. That kid is good. Taught him everything he knows. Trendy?